So I built myself up to a technician. After I got to technician, I got my first pink slip. Ended up getting fired. Went to another job. They worked me as hard as they can. Got rid of me. Went to another one. And shortly after that, I realized that's not the way any industry should be ran. You shouldn't get your employees and filter them out. Get them to the next. Send them away from your company. They're going to go looking for another job. So a few short years after I started in the HVAC industry, I wanted more. I got my contractor's license. I got into the industry as a contractor. I hired on my first couple of people, and we went to work. I was out there in the field, 14, 15-hour days, coming back, doing invoicing, doing quotes, writing up estimates, all of that. Just about 8 years ago, I decided that, I don't want to be working as a grunt my whole life. I want to get more. I want more out of my business. I want more out of my industry. So we started looking into different ways of expanding. When I got started with Green Technology Systems, it was a struggle.
And that was your company? That was your company, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was my company.
Yeah.
When I got licensing under Green Technology Systems. And when I started Green Technology Systems, I was an employee trying to start a company that would benefit other employees. And I was my only employee. I went from being an employee of another company that was doing what I wanted to do, own a business, have a bunch of employees, to one person in a truck. It took me about 5 years or 6 years to realize I'm just an employee of my own company. And I wasn't treating myself very well in my own company. And so I wanted even more after that. And the number he wrote down on a piece of paper on one of my sheets was 7% margin. I said, that's pretty good. 7% margin, it's not bad, I thought 7% was great. And the next thing he told me was, if you're doing most of the work. So if you got injured, forget that 7%. It's not going to cover anything. And that's what changed my narrative. That's what changed my mindset. Then I asked him, I said, how do I improve that? And he said, well, you got to know how much everything costs. Do you know how much your burden labor rate is? I said, no. What the heck does that even mean? He asked me if I know exactly how much I'm spending to do a project. I said, no. How much does my ductwork cost? No idea. How much did it cost me to run 25 feet of line set? No clue. So then I realized I need to understand all that before I can understand my own business and understand where my pricing model should be, so I can, again, make a decent profit and be fair to the customers. Because at let's say $14,000, I may have been looking at a 50% markup, and Weldon Long talks about the markup margin really well, but it's not a good margin, or 100% markup, but it's not a good margin. And we realized, hey, we did something that a lot of larger contractors did. We overpriced ourselves out of the market.